There is so much that happens behind the scenes at the track each racing evening, and so many different jobs in the race paddock that people may not be aware of if they weren't already participating in the sport. We're going to learn more about one of these professions in this edition of Welcome to My World.
Hi, I'm Bob Delisi, Paddock Judge in harness racing. I grew up in Laurel, Maryland, right near Free State Raceway. And I worked for a couple people at Free State Raceway and did some security work at Free State. And then after that, I decided to leave. Went and joined the Air Force, was a prison guard, was a police officer in Washington, D.C., got in a bad motorcycle accident, decided to retire, came down to Ocean Pines. A job opened up at Ocean Downs in security, so I decided to accept that, became security director, and then at one point they lost the driver of the starting gate, so they asked me to fill in one meet, so I filled in. Then the Paddock Judge job came open, and I talked with Pete Szymanski. He said, hey, take the test, you pass it, it's yours. And that's how it all came about. Started at Ocean Downs. Since that's just a summer meet, I got a call from Dan Kazmaier, asked me if I wanted to do some work in Delaware. And I came up here, worked as an investigator, did some ID, and then the Paddock Judge job came open here. Mark Davis gave me the opportunity, and I accepted it gladly. And so I worked Harrington, then the Ocean, back to Harrington, and then to Dover. So it's a year-round circuit, and it couldn't be any better.
Bob began working at Ocean Downs in 2013, but he wasn't just handed the title of Paddock Judge. In fact, officials at racetracks must go through testing and be approved by the United States Trotting Association.
Well, there's some books out there. You have to do some studying. It was about a 100-question test, all fill in the blank, no true and false. No multiple choice, so it was quite a test. It took a couple hours, and send your results off and hope you did good, and it worked out well.
So what are the responsibilities of a paddock judge?
3 minutes on that third race, 3 minutes. Check those saddle pads, 3 minutes.
And the assistants here at Harrington Raceway, who help make the evening's events run like clockwork.
Well, the main duty is to make sure you get the horses out on time, with the correct drivers, with the correct saddle pads, in the time that the track wants them out there. And that's the main thing. Keeping the paddock, make sure there's no issues in the paddock. Sometimes there's some disagreements, sometimes minor issues, but most of the time it's pretty smooth. It runs pretty smooth. If I don't do what I'm supposed to do, get the horses out in order, the way they're supposed to be on time, it looks bad to the public. People watching on TV going, what the heck is going on down there? So you want to look professional. So you want to make sure everything is going smooth and on time, and it looks good for the public. Robin does the breathalyzer, which is a huge help. Her job is to check all the drivers in. They have to be here 45 minutes before their first drive, and if they don't show up to blow the breathalyzer, she lets me know, and we're on the phone trying to find them, which takes that off my plate. Trish, she does the identifying, make sure all the horses are in the paddock when they're supposed to be. Nobody does it better than Trish. She's the best. Makes it easier on me. It makes my job easy. They check everybody in. I just got to send them out on the track. Normally I get here around 1. Trish gets here around 1. Horses start coming in for Lasix and things. So I like to be here in case there's an issue, in case a horse truck breaks down on the way here or somebody has a problem before anything even gets started. By 2:30, it's time for the first race to check in. So I'm here to make sure everybody's checked in for the first race. And then every 20 minutes up until post time for the first race, we've got stuff we need to look out for. And we're here till the very end. Last race goes official, everything's good, everybody's happy, then we're out of here.
There's no doubt that Bob not only loves his job, but he's great at it, along with being a professional. However, even race officials can get a little starstruck from time to time.
I've been a Ron Pierce fan ever since I was a harness fan. And to meet him for the first time at Dover and to hear some of his stories, to me, if you're a baseball fan, you have your favorites, or a football fan, Ron Pierce to me is the greatest driver in history. So meeting him was super exciting.
When it comes to Bob's personal life, well, he describes himself as a homebody who keeps busy with his 2 beagle puppies along with his wife, Lisa. And when it comes to his professional life, he couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with.
They're great. They're great. They make my job easy. They could make it hard, but they don't. Everyone gets along, from management to the horsemen, grooms, trainers, drivers. I get along with everybody. They know what I expect. They know what to do. They're professional, and it's great. It's great. Mark Davis asked me, how was everything? I said, it can't be any better. Everything runs smooth. Very happy. And people have asked me, do you want to go higher to be a judge upstairs? And I said, no, I enjoy being here with the people. This is where it's fun. And I had hoped, after working as an investigator and doing the identifying, that if it came about, which these jobs don't come about very often, and so when it came about, I was more than happy, more than happy.
And Bob, we are so happy you are a part of our Delmarva racing team. Thanks for your efforts and dedication to our harness community and to our sport.